just gonna die in the end. Okay, guys, here we go with another epic rap battle of history. This one is Babe Ruth versus Lance Armstrong. I've seen this mentioned a lot in the comment section. Oh, and speaking of the comment section, I keep forgetting to mention this in a video. As far as I know, the Che video gets mentioned a lot, the Burger King versus Ronald McDonald. I'd like to watch and catch up with the older ERB stuff before moving on to the new season. So, again, I'm aware that they're out there, and I want to see everything ERB does. I think ERB is spectacularly brilliant. But I want to watch the older stuff first and catch up. Now, this one is really interesting to me. What a cool couple of characters. There's a lot of ammunition for a rap battle in here. But as far as rooting interest, it's easy for me just because I'm a huge baseball fan. I think a lot of you guys know that. And what's more so and kind of different is for an old guy, I generally don't necessarily like the older stuff. In other words, I like modern, I like technology, like movies. I'm much more about modern movies than I am old movies. Most sports, I prefer the modern to the old school, except for baseball. There's just something about, I don't know, in my mind, the romanticism of old school baseball. I just really love it. And movies like, The Natural was just one of my all-time favorites. Field of Dreams. Everything about old school baseball, it hits the right spot for me. It's a home run for me. So what I'm saying is I'm rooting for Babe Ruth. Again, I can see where there's tons of ammunition with all that Lance Armstrong went through, and Babe Ruth, while an American icon and just a phenomenal baseball player, not only 714 home runs, but a lot of people forget he was one of the most dominating pitchers in baseball before he switched to the outfield. But the life he led, oh yeah, leaves lots of room for great barbs in a rap battle. Let's go see. I'll never stop enjoying that. Good luck. Band. Ruthless. I apologize for stopping these so much, but they do make me laugh. I don't really hear anything. The second fat woman to hear your confession. It's Babe Ruth versus Lance Armstrong, and he went right at Oprah Winfrey. Oh man, that's pretty good. I'm an athlete. You're a specimen of sin. Specimen of sin. True. Oh, that's wow. That's rough. Cancer, I can sure as hell crack. Cancer, congratulations. Now drop your ass faster than your own foundation. Oh. She's just a little girl. Would you give her a brace? Well, we're tight in the crotch because only one ball. Before Black, that's a legit that's a legitimate rip. I mean, Babe did play when blacks weren't allowed in Major League Baseball, and I think it was Daniel Tosh who said, "Yeah, let's see how many home runs you hit when CC Sabathia is breaking off a slider on your fat ass." That's a pretty good one. Black man can compete? Are you kidding me? That's like having a pasta contest without Italy. Good. Just think what you could have done if you would have actually trained on the pinnacle of physical condition while you dip your stick in prostitution. Well, physical condition with some assistance. Okay, that was good. Oh, them syringes. Wow. That's rough. Cheryl's Oh! I was shocked he was. I was shocked he didn't go after the testicle removal, and he did it right at the end. Oh shit! Wow. This is another case of, like I've told you guys, I always promised that I wouldn't wimp out and call anything a draw. I would pick a winner. See, Lance was leading comfortably for me through most of it. That last line, I was waiting for him to go for the one ball. Wow. Geez, you could go so easily either way on this one. Right out of the I mean, I do like the fact that Babe Ruth thought to go to the sportsmanship and lack of respect for himself and cycling. I mean, the thing is, Lance gave the biggest black eye to that sport that has ever been given and ever will be given, of course. Oh, it's just so... Lance was definitely stronger early. I think Babe came back late. Oh, the second fat woman I'm going to confess to. That was a really good line. I gotta pick one, and I don't know. It was that dead tight. I'm going to... All right, this is one of the rare occasions I'll do that. Since I like Babe better, I'll give it to Babe. To me, it was dead even, but I have to pick a winner, so I'm gonna pick Babe Ruth. He had that. I really liked that last line: 3 strikes and just 1 ball. That was just a really, really good line. I'm gonna give it to Babe, but again, you can certainly make a case for either. That was a great rap battle.